Alright, here we go. Take bars and tone in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A student would learn all of the fundamental concepts of producing television, both production-wise, technical, editorial. Starting in semester one, building the foundations for the growth of that skill set, whether it's writing, field production, studio production, and then building that throughout the 4 semesters. There are several courses that are repeated through 4 semesters that we re-emphasize, building a student's knowledge base, so that in the hopes that in the 4th semester they're ready for the industry, ready to work in the industry.
There's still a lot of stuff that surprises me, especially things that weren't necessarily what I'd call my wheelhouse. So things like studio and now in second year with remote broadcast, those are kind of new horizons for me. But yeah, I came here with the expectation that I'd learn how to shoot and I'd learn how to edit, and I would at least get a pretty good sense of where I could go in the industry.
I didn't know that I wanted to work in the television industry until I came to college. I only took the program because it seemed like the most fun program to take. And so I didn't know anything going into the program about cameras, editing. I didn't really know much about computers even at all. So everything that I do now I learned from college and from working in the industry.
I remember when I graduated and I walked out these doors, I remember feeling very scared. I remember having all the opportunities to, when you're at a school like this and you have access to cameras and editing, the lights, after you're here for a couple of weeks, you take it for granted that you have all this stuff, and you work on these different projects, which is great to create a demo reel. But I do still remember that feeling of walking out these doors thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because of the competition out there, with the schoolmates that were in my class at the time, all wanting to get out there, all vying for basically the same jobs, it was very scary.
I walk you through it. Shay Holmes, Johnny, be all night, all day, ain't nothing to it. Who knew it?
Show me how you do the monkey fun groove. Show me how you put the vibe into it. Show me how
I would say I think a lot of people who are going into the TV world, the content world, wanting to get into doing commercials, corporate videos, whatever that is, I do think that there might be the mindset that it's just a very fun career and it doesn't take a lot of hard work. But it does. And I think those that are willing to put the time in and the work in, they're the ones that succeed, and the ones that don't, they're the ones that fall off.
Lots of grads struggle to find work in every program. This program's no different. There's a challenge to finding full-time work in any industry. That's a challenge that has to be overcome by perseverance, by determination, by getting every single one-day job that you can until it leads to a 6-month contract, until that leads to full employment.
One thing that was always spoken of was networking.
I don't think I've ever done a job that didn't come from someone I know. Like, I've never gotten a gig from Kijiji. I've never gotten a gig just randomly. It's always a referral. Most of my jobs at first came from teachers, though, truthfully.
A couple of years ago, I met a guy named Sean, recent graduate from Algonquin, and he was just shooting a little casting video for one of the chefs. It was for a food show. And he was a nice guy. We had a little bit of fun, and there was an opportunity for him to be a third camera on a TV series, and so his name came up, and someone else had recommended him, and I said, sure, let's do it. Let's give him an opportunity.
The 2 new additions that we have this year, Algonquin, Matt West and Tyler Williams, are both incredibly well-connected people in the industry, and they're a great resource for within Ottawa to figure out who I'd want to work with and what would work best for me. So, and then finally, our current coordinator, Matt McCooey, as well, has been really, really great to me in just helping me figure out what I want to do, and also providing me with opportunities to keep bettering myself as well. So, all in all the professors and staff here at Algonquin are excellent resources. I don't think we could get anyone better, frankly.
Well, I think most students underestimate how good they are and how talented they are. Most students have the ability already before going into the industry. They just have to believe that they do. A lot of our students can write and create at an industry level right now. What I can tell you is if you can do TV, you can do anything. Television's hard. This course is hard. And whether or not you work in the field of television or film production, I can guarantee you if you can do TV, you can work in any industry. So whether 100% of our grads work in the business, no, but I think 100% of our grads will be set up for success in whatever industry they work in. I have a high degree of confidence in the people who graduate from this program.